here at the Silhouette Summit, and we are with Kelly from Silhouette, and we are super excited to announce the brand new Silhouette Cameo Mark II. Is that correct?
Cameo Pro
Cameo
Mark II.
Pro Mark II. So this is their 24-inch cutter that you guys have been waiting for. It is here with a stand. So we're going to let Kelly tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so this is super exciting. It might look, if you're familiar with the Cameo 4 Pro, it might look a little the same, but let me tell you the differences and the cool features. So first of all, it comes in this pretty matte black, and this has been improved internally, and so the support, the grip strength, all of that accuracy that we've come to enjoy with the Cameo 5 has all been built into the Cameo Pro Mark II. So the rollers are great, you can adjust them. Full width is 24 inches wide, but you can set it at all these standard widths in between. So you can actually use a 24-inch mat in there. You can also go all the way down to 5 inches. Now, if you want to do that, you're going to need to remove these extra support rollers. You slide those in, and then you can go all the way down that small. And as long as your rollers are on this grippy part of the bar, then it will hold your material in place. So there's all sorts of areas you can go in between 24 inches wide.
That's one thing I was really excited that it brought into the 24-inch cutter is the what would you call these? The grippers, if you will. But I was glad to see this here from the Cameo 5, so that was amazing. Because that was my number one question. I was like, it reminds me of the Silhouette the 4 version of it. But it's all new. So it's got, what, faster speed? What are some of the new features as well?
Yeah, so it's a little bit faster, especially with the movement of your carriage to the up and down speed. So it'll go faster than most carriage 2 tools that we have. Also similar to the Cameo 5 and the Portrait 4, we now have the powered terminal, and so you can use the powered tools like the heat pen in this machine.
Very nice.
We also have a new pen holder that I'm sure you'll talk about later that will hold a thicker pen like the Sharpie. Another key feature is this model now has a repeat job function.
That was something everybody wanted to come back.
Yeah, so it's really great. As soon as you finish a job, whether you unload it and put your next mat or whatever in, or if you just finish a job and you feed it through a little bit and just want to do exactly the same thing again, this light here will flash.
Okay.
And that lets you know that you can do a repeat job. And so you just press and hold for 3 seconds, and it will send exactly the same job with the same cut settings, everything. And so if you're cutting a lot of the same thing, that's really going to speed up the process.
Awesome. Now with this, is it just going to be in the matte black, or is there going to be white available as well?
This is only in matte black.
Okay.
And that's all we've got for this year. I don't know what any future plans are, but it is a matte black only.
I love the matte black. It looks so good.
Pretty? Yeah.
And with the stand, it looks amazing. This stand is really, really nice.
Yeah, this is a great stand. So the stand is a separate purchase, and some nice features about the stand are that it's got these little extension baskets, both in the front and the back. And so if you're going to do a roll of vinyl, so maybe a 24-inch roll of vinyl, you are going to, there's a little notch there. Those spin freely, and so you would rest your vinyl there, feed it up through into your machine, and all that extra vinyl, both in the front and in the back, it can move freely as it does its big long cutting job. And this is made with an anti-static material, so all that extra loose roll on the vinyl is not going to get caught up, no static to catch it. So
very nice.
Really smooth.
And it seems like you guys have really thought everything through, from whether the machine is by itself. It does include extra stand pieces, so if you were going to have the mat to help support, or you were going to do a poster board because you could draw with the big poster boards for school, it does include those with the machine,
Yeah,
right?
so the machine itself has the extra support pieces in the front that you would use for any time you're using the cutting mat. And if you're using it on the stand, oh, and this also has casters, so you can roll it around in your craft room. If you're using the support, need the support for using a cutting mat with the stand, it's got these pieces that pop out, and so you have the support in both the front and the back.
Okay. Now, this one does have the cutter in the back, but it does have an auto cutter, right, where you can, okay.
Yes, so that's the great thing about this model is you still have that auto cross cutter in the back that you can just slide this rotary trimmer in the back, and so it will cut off your material perfectly across in the back for manually, but then just like the Cameo 5, you have got the automatic cross cutter that's in the software for the front. So you have either option for this big machine. So it's just really convenient when you're working with large materials. You can choose
whatever's
front
best
or
for
back.
that situation. Okay, very cool.
Yeah.
And then the pen holder, like she was talking about, now can hold Sharpies. So you do have more options to work with things like that. But I'm really excited about the power tools as well. Like, so many different possibilities are endless. And there is some new power tools. So I'll be talking about those a little bit later on once we get our hands on those. There is a fine point of the heat pen, I believe. Fine point.
Super fine. So
super fine.
Heat
super
pen,
fine.
super fine.
Okay.
The power engraver, super fine. And the leather carving tool.
I love the leather carving tool. Now, that one would be for just the...
Yeah, the engraver and the carving are for Curio 2 only.
Okay. But I did see with the heat pen, with that superfine, on that card, oh my gosh,
So
that
pretty.
was stunning.
Business cards, did you see the business cards?
Yes, I did. But even like if you were going to do wedding invitations or whatever, I really, really love that fine detail. So that you guys knocked it out with that.
Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah. So I think we have covered everything on this. The price point you said was going to be somewhere between...
Yes, so the machine itself is $499.99, and then the stand is $399.99.
Okay. And we're looking for this to launch somewhere...
So in the fall, we're
Okay.
going to have availability actually for both. Yeah, in the fall, certainly by Black Friday, I think is the plan. So
Awesome. I'm really excited about
put it
this
on
one.
your Christmas
Yes.
wish list.
We're definitely going to check this one out. I'm super excited. I think about projects like even wrapping the side of a vehicle or,
Oh, yeah.
you know, those really big signs. So I know...
Wedding signs too. It's really fun
Yes.
to make a custom wedding sign with the bride and groom, and it's just huge.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
beautiful.
And I even seen, I believe with this was doing the sewing, like patterns and cutting out the big pattern pieces. I was shocked about that. I thought, oh my gosh, that's so smart. Yeah.
Anything big.
Yep,
This
anything
machine's
big.
your-
So yeah, I'm
your
really, and
machine.
it looks good. I think this would fit in any space. You could roll it out, store it, but make really big projects.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to show you guys one more thing that they had held in the pipeline, so we had no idea, is the cloche. So let's check it out. I was trying to think, are we going to, do we go around this way or do we do it in the front?
We can either one.
Okay, I don't know. What do you think?
Let's go around back.
Okay, we'll go around back. So they have released a heat press. So Silhouette finally did it, and when they did it, they went above and beyond. They had to make it to where it was portable, it's sleek. So if you're in a small space, I just recently moved into an apartment complex. So for somebody like me to be able to store it in a cabinet, but it also looks amazing. Like, it's stunning. The colors are gorgeous to be able to aesthetically please your craft room and not look like a big bulky mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's check out some of the cool features with the cloche. I'll let you take
Yeah,
over.
so this cloche is a compact portable heat press. The heat plate itself is 10 inches by 6 inches, which really will do most t-shirts that you want to do.
Because you guys even showed like a 3XL, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, a 3XL, because I mean it can go pretty big.
Yeah.
10 inches wide is plenty for most t-shirt jobs you want to do. So yeah, that's got that a really convenient size, and we've got 3 heat settings: a low, medium, and a high, and that's a range of, now I forget,
I don't remember the, yes.
200 degrees Fahrenheit to
400,
degrees
yes.
Fahrenheit.
It's
I-
a 200 Celsius. It's a 395 Fahrenheit. The high.
Okay.
But again, that'll do most things that you would want to do with, you know, smooth heat transfer or glitter heat transfer. All of those are within that range. So most projects you're going to want to.
And you're going to have a guide to kind of got like whether it needs to be low, medium, or high, right? For
Yeah,
those
and a
materials.
lot of times that actually comes with the heat transfer material, it'll tell you what temperature to use.
Okay, so but it's going to give you a guide though to say this is what low is, this is what medium, and then okay. But I love that for a beginner because to just say low, medium, high. I know a lot of people get really frustrated, be like, I don't know the temperature. So I think that's going to be helpful, and then just a simple timer.
Yes. So this one, when you close it, it has a 45-second timer. So you can leave it for the full 45 seconds, and it will beep to let you know it's ready. If you know that it needs less time than that, and then you just use your own timer and just open it when you're ready. So there's no it's kind of a low stress heat press.
Yeah.
So you're worried about the you can set your temperature, and then you don't have to worry about all these other fine details.
I love that. Just very beginner friendly, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you will you flip that around and show them what, there's actually a little surprise on the back. I was totally shocked about this one, so I'll let you explain what this is.
So that comes with every cloche is the cloche petite. And so this is just a cute little miniature heat press that's stored inside. It has its little USB cable. So the cloche petite has to be plugged in by USB cable, and you can plug it into the cloche or you can plug it into the wall. It's just a standard USB cable.
Okay.
Okay, and that little petite, it's probably telling us
probably needs to close it.
To move it.
Yep.
So when you're closing it, it's got a little safety lock.
So do you push it in once, or you got to push it in and kind of hold it whenever you close?
So if we're actually pressing something, we would clamp it with the handle, and we'll do that. We'll do a little T-shirt. I was just making sure it didn't want to be forgotten about.
Yes.
It was telling us it was ready to power down because you haven't touched me. So
And so it does have an auto. Okay.
Yeah, safety features. It will turn off after 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
15 open, 2 closed.
Okay. So
Awesome.
if it has been just left open for 15 minutes, it will power down itself. When you close it, it will give you that beep at 45 seconds to let you know to open it. And if you keep it closed, it will power down after 2 minutes of being closed.
So if you have forgot it, it's like, hey,
Yeah, it's got these safety features
That is
built in.
awesome.
And it's also not going to fall down by itself. It's got that lock.
And how many colors did this come in?
So this comes in currently in the 3 colors of ice green and chiffon pink and milky white. And then we've got a few, what are we calling? We're calling them limited edition colors, so exclusive colors just for temporary time.
And so those are going to be very cool. So you're going to want to pay attention for those. If that's something you're wanting one of these, and those are the ones you want to, definitely keep an eye out for those, and I would snag it immediately if it's the color you want.
Right.
And there was some really cool colors. So depending on what your craft room is or what your color scheme is, yeah, you're going to want to snag it right away.
Yeah.
I think my favorite is going to be the cream. Like, I love that.
Super pretty,
Yeah, I love it. Neutral tones. But then I also love this. I feel like this goes with my craft
and
vibe.
I like the pink. So
Yeah, so it's going to be a hard decision to make. You guys let us know, what is your favorite color? Which one are you going to choose? Will you be grabbing a cloche? Are you interested in the 24-inch? We definitely want to know. But let's go ahead and make a shirt. Let's press it and see how it's going to work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to do the honors?
Yes, I didn't get to check it out yesterday. It was so busy down there, so I didn't get to play with it. So I'll see if I can do it from the side. Bring it up. I'll try to get mine nice and straight. I think that's good, right?
Yeah, and we're just trying to keep anything bulky
Okay,
out of the way
out
there.
And then we'll do like a pre-press, right?
Yeah, if you want to do a little pre-press,
Yeah,
that
just
takes
for a
that
few
extra
seconds.
moisture out of there and gets it
And
warmed
pop
up.
that up, okay. And then we'll pop that on there. We'll kind of do around 3 fingers or so. We'll get it right about there. Looks good. Oh yeah, and then we got to roll this so that way the handle, right? I'll let you grab that side. We'll kind of work together. And just get it tucked right down in there. All right, here we go. So, and I want to, and that's really easy to close. Like, I don't know why, I thought there was going to be a little bit, and that is super easy.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought there was going to be a little bit of it. It's not. It just was very easy. Yeah. Nice and smooth. And then it's going to beep at us in 45 seconds. Now, I was really excited about this little mini one. So this is going to fix those little troubled spots.
Yeah, so if there are any parts of your design that are lifting after pressing, you can use this. So just that little spot right there will heat up, and then you just use a stamping motion to expose that heat, the little tiny heat plate onto your design. Also really good for rhinestones, those heat set rhinestones. Yeah.
I love that. That was very smart, and they're all going to match and come with a machine. All right, here we go. Let's check it out. So it's going to go up and over. We're going to lift it up, and then we'll pop it out of here, let it cool for a second, and see what we've got. All right. Let me kind of.
You've used heat transfer before,
yes,
I can tell.
Yes. That looks amazing. I love it.
It's so fun.
Yes. And this is awesome. And like I said, easy to store for somebody to me just going into an apartment, being able to store it away, get it out and craft. Or, you know, if you're going to your craft shows or traveling with your heat press from your small business, maybe you're back to the house and not having to lug this. So, for example, I'm currently working in a doctor's office, and sometimes us girls will bring in our machines. So we'll be in the lab, and one time I was with like my heat press in another room, kind of like hiding, trying to make sure I could have just popped this out and made them really quick. So I like that.
And it's so easy. I don't know how many of your viewers have a heat press already, but
It's
they're
really big.
heavy.
Yes,
They're heavy
very
and
heavy.
big.
Yeah.
And this does such a great job.
So do you know what the weight was on this one? I didn't even ask you before.
About 10 pounds, between 10 and 11 pounds. So just amazingly light for a heat press.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Now the design that you guys were thinking on this is to look like a luggage, like the suitcase. I really love that.
Yeah.
It's awesome. All right, so I think that's it. We're super excited to be here in Hawaii. Thank you guys so much for inviting us back. And we can't wait to see what's going to happen next year and be up your guys' sleeve, because I was really shocked about this. So, all right.
Great.
Well, thank you so much for joining me.
Happy to be here.
Thank you guys for joining us, and I hope you guys have an amazing evening, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.